The first time I saw them, I thought I had entered a dream. Their beauty was unlike anything I had ever encountered, shimmering, ethereal, almost unreal. I was part of a human delegation sent to the newly discovered planet of Interstellar, a world orbiting a binary star system far beyond our galaxy. Our mission was simple: observe, document, and establish friendly contact. But nothing could have prepared me for what happened the moment I stepped out of the landing craft and into Interstellar's bioluminescent forests. There they were, dozens of female Elysians, standing with grace among the glowing flora, their skin catching the soft light in hues that shifted like liquid gemstones. Their eyes were impossibly large, reflecting the twin suns above, their hair flowing like ribbons of starlight. My mouth went dry. I couldn't look away. One of them stepped forward, her movement deliberate and unnervingly fluid. "You're human," she said, her voice melodic yet commanding. "You were not expected." I nodded, fumbling with my translator device. I'm here to observe. I mean no harm." She tilted her head, examining me as if weighing my intentions. Then she smiled, a small, teasing curl of her lips that sent a shiver down my spine. "Curious creatures, humans. You speak so much, yet understand so little." I tried to focus, but my eyes kept drifting over the others. Are you all, always this beautiful?" I asked, probably louder than I intended. The words hung in the air, foolish, but I couldn't stop myself. For a heartbeat, there was silence. Then, slowly, one of them laughed, a sound like wind chimes in the night. It was contagious, pulling a nervous chuckle from me despite my fear. And then they moved. The beginning. The Elysians didn't rush. They didn't charge or attack. They simply closed in, surrounding me, circling in a slow, hypnotic rhythm. My heart pounded, not entirely from fear. There was awe, fascination, and a strange, magnetic pull. Every step they took seemed deliberate, rehearsed, yet natural, as if they were part of the forest itself. I tried to back up, but the glow of their skin illuminated my every movement, erasing any illusion of hiding. My translator struggled to interpret their subtle vocalizations, translating them into phrases that barely captured the intent behind them. "You ask questions you do not understand," one of them said, her voice almost a whisper, yet echoing in my mind as clearly as if she had spoken it aloud. "Curiosity can be dangerous here." I swallowed hard. I just meant. I didn't mean anything by it. Her eyes softened, and for a moment, I thought I glimpsed something human in her gaze. Then she stepped closer. "Intentions matter little when curiosity is your weakness," she said. And with that, they were all around me, closer now, forming a circle tight enough to block my retreat entirely. My pulse raced. I wasn't sure if I should be terrified or captivated. The forest seemed to hum with their presence, responding to their energy. Even the glowing flora pulsed in rhythm with their movements, casting shadows that danced like sentient beings. The middle. Hours, or maybe minutes, passed. Time warped on Interstellar. Without a conventional day-night cycle, it was impossible to gauge. They didn't speak to me in any conventional sense. Their voices, when they came, were musical, layered with harmonics that made my teeth vibrate. I felt words in my mind, suggestions and images, emotions that weren't mine. "You fear us," one whispered in a tone that made my chest tighten. "And yet, you are drawn to us. Why?" I struggled to articulate. I don't know. It's overwhelming. Beautiful, yes, but I feel like I'm trespassing." The leader, her beauty unmatched, her presence a gravitational force, tilted her head. "All humans feel this. But few endure it. Few remain calm in our presence without succumbing to the allure." All at once, I understood the danger. Elysians weren't merely beautiful, they were predators in ways our minds weren't equipped to fully grasp. Their beauty was a lure, a mechanism of dominance and control. I could feel it, a subtle pressure on my thoughts, a pull on my instincts, coaxing me to lower my defenses. And yet, the fear was mixed with fascination. I was studying them, documenting their behavior, but now I was part of the experiment. "You are different," the leader said. "You resist, more than most. Curious. Strong. We will test this further." They began a ritualistic approach, circling closer, synchronized in movements that seemed both elegant and predatory. Each step they took caused the forest to glow brighter, vines subtly wrapping in anticipation around tree trunks as if participating in the spectacle. I tried to remain calm, focusing on my recorder, but my hands shook. I asked a question, voice cracking. What do you want from me?" They paused, as if enjoying the suspense. Then one leaned forward, her face inches from mine. "We want nothing, yet everything. Curiosity brought you here, and curiosity will guide what comes next." The revelation. It was then that I realized, they existed in a symphony of perception, weaving influence through beauty, movement, and subtle telepathy. I wasn't merely a visitor, I was a participant in a dance whose rules I didn't know. "You are afraid," the leader said again, placing a delicate hand against my chest. I felt warmth, a resonance that seemed to seep into my very nervous system. "And yet, you do not flee. This is commendable. Rare, even." Her words weren't just encouragement, they were a challenge. I felt my mind strain against the gentle push of their collective will, resisting not out of logic, but instinct. Each one of them now stepped closer, and I could feel the subtle tug of something primal, something deeply alien, that demanded surrender. "You will learn," she whispered, eyes locking onto mine. "The universe has its ways. And you are now part of them." I realized then that my journey wasn't just about observation. It was initiation, an exposure to an intelligence and beauty that humans could barely comprehend. Their closeness wasn't just seduction, it was communication, a language of presence, proximity, and resonance. The conflict. Suddenly, the circle shifted. One of them broke away, gliding through the glowing vines toward the forest edge. I followed instinctively, curiosity overcoming caution. The leader watched, her gaze assessing, yet approving in some inscrutable way. At the edge of a crystal-clear lake, their reflections shimmered in the bioluminescent water, multiplying their forms infinitely. The lone alizarin who had moved first began a silent dance, each movement telling a story I could almost understand, a tale of history, of survival, of longing. And then, a sound erupted, metallic and alien, signaling the arrival of a human research team. They were armed, cautious, but completely unprepared for what awaited. The alizarins reacted instantly, moving as one. Their circle closed in around me and the lone dancer, protecting, observing, yet also asserting control. The humans hesitated, unsure whether to fire, approach, or retreat. The leader spoke, her voice carrying effortlessly across the clearing, resonating in everyone's minds, "Leave or interfere. But understand, this human is ours to test, to guide, to shape. Interference is inadvisable." The humans retreated slowly, their eyes wide with awe and fear. I realized, as the alizarins closed in again, that my place was no longer with them. I was here to learn, to endure, to witness, but not to escape.